Hi, my name is Tony, and it's nice to meet you. So I'm a
Nice.
social worker here at Tony and Tony Clinic. And yeah, so uh I will be your point of contact if you need to reach me at any point, if you need to contact the Tony and Tony Clinic. So I do have experience working with mental health challenges, families, individuals, and children. I want you to feel comfortable and safe sharing your story with me as I am here to listen and support you. And everything that we do discuss in these sessions is confidential unless there are exceptions, which will be outlined in our consent form that you signed. And now this is only going to be a 15-minute session today, so I'm so glad we were able to get you in pretty quick. And so, with that being said, it looks like you were brought here to me because you were experiencing some difficulties related to work burnout. Can you tell me a little bit about what's been going on?
Sure. I was for this company and everything was going great for the first week or two. And then they started to slowly schedule me with more and more hours and replacements and coming in earlier and filling in later. And it's just getting really frustrating.
Okay, well, I'm so glad that you came in today. We can work together to address this. What are going to be your goals for therapy? What do you hope to achieve?
Maybe some constructive criticism and a plan to be able to talk to somebody in a constructive way and maybe take some of the stress off to relay how I feel about it.
Okay, those are some great goals. So we can focus on developing different strategies to help address your burnout and improve your work-life balance. So how do you feel about setting some specific goals that are relevant and time-bound goals?
That would be wonderful considering I need some sleep if they want me to get up earlier or I can sleep in and work later. But goals are definitely important.
Okay, so some different strategies that we can probably try are setting boundaries and maybe taking breaks. I know you said you struggled with having to do some of this and feeling overwhelmed. So, have you been trying any of these strategies?
I have still feel my heart racing and I get headaches and have a hard time sleeping. And it's just keeping me up at night because I'm just doing whatever I can to help make my work environment a happy place.
I understand. So, you do have a very high workload, is what it sounds like. Is your boss understanding?
At this point, not really, which is why I feel overwhelmed.
Okay. Have you considered talking to your boss about your workload boundaries?
I have tried talking to them, but I don't think they understand how hard it is to get all the work compounded on me before going home to kids and responsibilities at home.
Okay, so what we can try to do to help is we can role play the scenario together. What do you think about that?
Perfect.
Okay, so I will be the boss, and you can practice some assertive communication and boundary settings, and we can see how that goes.
Okay.
All right, so I'll let you start. You can try asking for some time off.
Okay. So I thought I would come to you to try to convey that coming in early and leaving late is affecting me at home and in my sleep pattern and with my work, and it's getting to be very overwhelming and more of a burden. And I would really like for us to consider that I was hired as part time and that I'm working more than full time, and I really do need some time off.
Oh, wow. I did not know you were dealing with all of these stresses. Um, we do have a very high workload and we don't have many employees right now. So that is why you've been working a little bit overtime. But Considering what you're going through, I think we can make some changes. How would
Oh,
you feel about adjusting your hours to different days or different times in order to better fit your schedule?
well, I was hoping maybe you could give me the times and dates and hours that you're looking to fill, and then I could tell you what I can actually make happen.
Okay, I think we can do that. I think I can give you some times that I have available, and then we can see where we can meet in the middle.
Perfect. That sounds great considering how overwhelmed and burdened I am right now with work life and family life and trying to juggle both. And I'm just getting no sleep and feeling angry and frustrated.
Okay, okay, Danelle, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel like somebody was listening to me and helped me figure out a plan of action.
Okay, so sometimes setting those boundaries is very important, and sometimes role playing can help because we never know what the other person may say. Okay, and so, um, do you feel like we made any progress so far?
Yeah, definitely. That way I have a little more backbone with my boss.
That is great. That is great. And do you think that you're going to apply these strategies going forward?
Absolutely. Because if I am overworked and listening to kids when I get home, I'm not going to do a good job at work, and they need to understand that.
That is so wonderful. It sounds like you've taken ownership of your well-being and you've reached your goals. It seems like you still have a ways to go. Do you feel ready to end our session?
Well, we can end the session, and then I'll be more than happy to come back and see you again.
Oh, great. I'm so glad we've worked so hard together, and I'm so glad and proud of the progress you've made. Now, do you have any questions before we end our sessions?
No, everything seems to feel a lot better after speaking with you.
Oh, great. You can contact me anytime at the Tony and Tony Clinic.
Thank you, Tony.